Solution, solution, solution. Bro, scanner stand in the building. Salute. My bad, people. I apologize. That's on me. My bad, my bad, my bad. That's on me. That is on me, you dig? Salute to the people, salute to the people. Salute to the people. Hope everybody had a dope New Year's. Hope they had a dope Christmas and all that other good ish. You dig? Yoshi, salute. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Renegade Society, salute. Yoshi, salute. Artie in the building, salute. Gangsta, salute. You already Bronx, Afghanistan, salute in the building. Asia, salute. Appreciate the pull up. Yeah, we in the building. We in the building. We in the building. Another new year. More great things. You understand what I'm saying? Appreciate everybody pulling up to Hip Hop Weekly. You understand? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My apologies for the late pull-up. My apologies for the late pull-up. That's a fact. Artie in the building. Salute, my guys. Artie, you in the... Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Salute. Salute.
I'm in the matrix.
Nah, you good money.
Copy.
Yes, sir. You good money.
Nah, it was my iPhone on the side. Bucks was good, man.
You already, man. How you, man?
Man, I'm happy to be alive, man. Happy to be free. In the words of Dice, man. Another year, baby.
Another year, man. Another year. Another year to do great things. Another year to grow. Another year to get that money on.
That's a whole fact. How was your year, man? How you brought the year, man?
Oh, man, it was blessed, man. You know, I try not to complain. You know what I mean? It was blessed. Everybody in good health. Shout out to the people we lost that didn't make it. We got to put on for them. You know what I mean? So,
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? Definitely got to put on for them.
I see you got that North Face thing on there. What happens with the purple one? Let me hold the purple one.
Oh, it's on top. Yeah, up top, nigga. It's Brick City up here, right?
It's freezing out here. I'm not even gonna lie. It's crazy. I'm wearing gloves just to go to the store.
Yo, freezing ain't the word. Freezing is not the word, man. Like this joint is unscented. This is unhumane the way this weather is. That's a fact. And then when you coming from state to state, it'd be nice. This state, then you come up here, it'd be Brick City. Like yo.
Yeah. That's what niggas call. Niggas change the weather when you travel. You change the weather. That's why niggas get sick, because niggas dead ass travel.
Yeah, man.
Weather change, man.
Yeah, I thought I would bring some sunshine to this mug, but that they denied me. Access was denied.
Niggas trying to put a little bit in a little cup and bottle that up.
Yeah. Access was denied. That's a fact. I'm like, damn.
Yo. How the family, man? The family good? Everybody in the family good?
Everybody great. Everybody enjoyed themselves. Everybody had a great Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's healthy. That's that's first and foremost.
First and foremost.
You know what I mean? And we just got to keep grinding, keep doing it. It don't stop. You know what I mean?
Now, you already know
It
that.
don't stop.
Especially if you got a family, man. Listen, Christmas. Well, Christmas always put me under, but niggas always bounce right back. But yeah, Christmas put me under
Hmm.
because the older your kids got, it's not about toys no more.
Yeah,
It's
it get
about
bigger.
getting
Pause.
gadgets, no rainbows.
Yeah.
It's about computers, laptops, new iPhones that just dropped, brand new Jordans, Gucci. No, it's crazy now, bro. And my youngest is 11.
Mm. Hmm.
11,
So you
12,
can't,
11,
yo, you
12,
can't go
13.
spend, you can't go spend 200, you know what I mean, 200, and make
Nah,
everybody Christmas great no more. Now it's like five ahead, nigga. Pause.
yeah. Yo, and it be the things they want. I say it probably don't sound like a lot, but it's like I say $700 each kid.
Yeah, man.
And then my 17-year-old, you already know where that's going.
Yeah,
He
oh
wears
yeah, that's
he,
yeah.
he wears size 12 and a half.
Right. He want the gifts in the munyon. He want
Yeah.
a double bubble. You know what I
So
mean?
me and Tizzle just get from the bread. Here, this what you do. No more buying nothing. Here, you go out there and do what you do.
That's a fact, man. And that's our job, though, man. You know what I mean? Our job is to make sure that they ain't got to want. You know what I mean?
Facts,
They ain't got to run to the streets to go get it. You know?
facts. Cause
I see you be,
once
I
you,
see you be putting your kids, the certificates up there, stuff like that, where they earn it. You know what I mean? And I see,
yeah,
your kids earned it, you know what I mean? So they earn the
fact.
right to ask, you know what I mean? They earn the right to get spoiled, you know what I mean? So,
That's a
one
fact.
hand wash the other. You gotta
Yeah,
reward them.
shout out to my
Gotta
daughter
reward them.
Naya, 12 years old, made honor roll. Shout out to that
Honor
baby,
rolls,
man.
yeah. You gotta reward that, man. Because if you don't award that, guess what happens? You
Talk to
know,
me.
you know what? What am I doing it for? I was like that. Yo, you ain't gonna
Yeah.
get like, what am I doing it for? I'm
What am I?
bringing good report cards, so you got to
Uh-huh.
stand on law with that. And whenever they do good, you got to reward them because nobody else is. So you got to
Fact.
be the one to do that. You know
That's
what I
a
mean?
whole fact.
Smoked out society salute. Yeah, man.
Salute. But yeah, man, as long as my kids do good, I support them, and that's all I gotta do, man. I grew up from a different era. You already know my story about foster care and shit. So it's like the shit that we've been through. We don't want your kids to go through. You want them to do something
Facts.
better, and we teach them different, bro. So shout out to the babies, shout out to everybody, babies, man. That's why I don't like when niggas be going at babies. Shout out to the babies, man. They ain't got nothing to do with nothing. They just try to grow up to learn their life and try to be better than us. My pops always told me, I want you to be better than me. He told me that his whole life. Rest in peace to my pops with no disrespect. I'm better than him.
Facts.
And
Yeah,
I'm better than him.
yeah, man. You got to, man. And it's called leading by example, man. And that's
Facts.
an example right there. You know what I mean? When you get that right there, you know and understand that, yo, some people ain't never had that. No matter what their situation was, they just never had that on hand parent,
Mhm.
that's there to let them know, listen, don't worry about it. It'll be all right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
definitely for me anyway, it puts a smile on my face, man, to see mine's happy, appreciative,
Mhm.
and here, to enjoy the good things. You know what I'm saying? Because
Facts.
coming up, nigga, I ain't, I put in a list. But Mom Dukes was like, nigga, this is what I'm gonna get, and this is what it is, nigga. You know
That's a
what I mean?
fact. That's a fact.
Now these kids, man, they get for Christmas when niggas is paying mortgages, niggas renting
Yeah.
on your kid. These parents
And,
sacrifice. That's what
and,
it's about.
I'm not.
Sacrifice.
I'm not gonna lie. It's still a lot of parents out here that they so stuck on the holidays. Even if their kids could be failing on, and the whole year the kid doing bad, but when Christmas comes, they still get shit. That's the parents that's killing it.
Yeah, yeah, they
They'll,
messing it up.
they'll, yeah, they'll not really say nope. Remember this?
Mm-hmm.
Let them earn.
Yep,
What's going on? What's going on in this hip hop world, man? I heard a lot of shit.
oh man, we did the Papoose now. Then
Oh,
he didn't enter the 50 Cent realm now. That's looking nasty. They talking about Remy was out here creeping with Mav Hoffa.
yeah.
Oh man,
Oh, we gotta get into that a little bit.
yeah,
We gotta get
nasty. Yo, nasty work. Carissa Shields, she running her jibber jabbers and she don't know how to play a woman position. It's
at
just
all.
ugly. Yeah, she
Papoose,
doing too much.
Papoose running around with his ex. Well, not his ex, with his wife. Like it's
Yeah,
nasty.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And see, Clarissa don't know, man. The more she talk, the more you gonna push Papoose back that way.
That's a
You know what
fact.
I mean? Just got to know how to support your husband, support your man. So whoever he is, so you support it and keep it quiet, man. Because at the end of the day, you know, however it go, they got to be the, you know what I mean? They got to have some
Yeah,
type of corresponding. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
you ain't gonna be able to come in between that.
And they still legally married. No paperwork with around, no nothing. They still married.
Right. So you know, how Clarissa Shields feel like she can stop that? Because she thinks she can stop that.
Nah, nah.
Yeah.
I you, you know what I think about? I think a little bit. I think Papoose being petty when he started. I don't think Pat like her like they got it all out on these streets. I think it's a gimmick because of him and Remy. I think it's a gimmick. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, he tried to get back at Rim, right? So he like, yo, you know what? Let me get it and get Rim mad, and it just went overboard.
Yeah, we're overboard, went too far. I think that nigga love Remy, so I'm not even gonna lie. I think that nigga Pat love Remy.
Yeah, yeah, that's a fact, Asia. She is mentally thrown off for real. Now, I'm a firm believer she's mentally thrown off, man. You know,
Oh, who that? Which one? Which one? Which lady?
Clarissa Shields. I
Oh
think,
yeah, she throwing
yeah,
off.
I think she's mentally thrown off for real. I think she's definitely confused. You know what I mean? I don't. I want to go as far as to say she never had a man to love her. I guess the way Pap loving her right now. You know?
Look how she look without the makeup. Come on, man. Why do every female boxer look like a man on the low without makeup? I'm just saying.
Yeah, like she never had a lady day, right? When you gonna
Yeah.
be a lady, you know what I mean? When you gonna be a lady, you know?
You heard, yo, you know some funny bucks? Cause I be doing my little science since we got the show. I gotta do my little science, my little looking up shit. I heard that before she was even Carissa was even talking to Pat, she was in the IG hitting Remy up, getting fashion ideas. I heard Remy Martin gave her whole fashion ideas. Then she started sneaking in Pat IG on the low.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah,
Yo, what you think? What you think about? I don't know how true it is because you know how the internet go right, but I see her and Pat they going to get minks together and all that. Yo, it's nasty.
yeah.
Yo, yo, it's nasty work.
And yo,
Yo,
bro,
it's nasty.
and the funny shit about it is, I see that they ain't want to show that they was on video together, but they had the same niggas standing there with the same clothing on. I'm
Facts.
like,
That's a
come on. I'm
fact,
like,
though.
but you told the nigga take the coat off? Like, come on, bro. That was nasty. You fucked up.
Yo, she ain't like that. Cause it's like, yo, this as a woman though, you know what I mean? Grown man don't salute my guy. It's like, when do
Salute.
you just say you ain't gonna win that war?
Fact.
When you be the bigger person and say, I'm not gonna come in between you and Papoose relationship because that child need the both of y'all. You know what I mean? It's like she's trying so hard to have another baby by Pat, and she think that's what's gonna get rid of Remy.
It's not.
Like I don't understand that.
Bug, did you ever see her and Papoose kiss? Never.
Nah. Everything is like behind closed doors.
Yeah. I
Everything.
think I think it became a Papoose trying to get at Remy because I think this is allegedly. I think Remy just really the first one to step out, and Pat still love her, but he try to prove a point. I'm gonna get somebody bigger than you, somebody that could beat you, somebody that got more money than you, and I'm gonna show you. But I think that nigga in love with Remy. I don't care what nobody. I think they in love with each other. Cause where's the divorce papers?
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a whole fact. You know what I'm saying? And when you look at it that way, you start to say to yourself, like, hold on now, like what's going on? DBN, what's Papino? Salute. Yeah,
DBN salute, grown man thoughts salute.
right. You start really, you start really G Mama salute, G Mama baby, G Mama
Salute,
body in
mama.
the building. Yeah, you start really looking at that. You look at, like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm looking at Clarissa Shields like sideways right now. Like, yo, you really looking like you the home wrecker.
Yo, she playing herself, bro. Yo, Bugs, did you see the video where she had the nigga on Papoose on live and she wanted him to taste her food? You see that nigga face, nigga? That shit was disgusting. But he was, yo, he was fronting like, yeah, this is good. She like, So what you rated out of 1 to 10? She do. I I could be wrong. I think she doing a lot because she know Papoose still in love with Remy. So she doing too much, bro. She a boxer. She out here I mean, not stripping. She out here stretching, showing her legs, twerking. What female boxer we ever see do all this in boxing? So I feel like she try to jump in. I heard she got a hip hop deal too. I heard she got a little record deal.
Oh, get out of here. She doing too much, man. She just
Yeah.
got to remain who she is. She got to stay firm. You already know she got low self-esteem. I'm sure growing up, everybody probably, called her ugly.
Oh yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. I
I
call
know in
her.
the beginning, they was like, yo, she look just like Rim. Now I'm saying, nah,
She
nah,
like
she
she like
died.
Mayweather. She like Mayweather with no. She like Mayweather with no makeup. But nah, Shorty man hit. But money will make you look great. Know what I mean? I see through all that stupid shit.
It ain't working for her, though.
Nah,
That
not at all.
is not working for her.
Not at all. And I think a lot of people saying that she's killing her career fucking with Pat. She would have moved a little further because she had a movie deal. She was getting mad deals and shit. But now she's stuck into the hip hop world over fucking drama over dating a nigga that's still fucking married.
That's a
First off,
fact. Stalking. She's stalking Rim. Bronx Queen in the building. Salute. Yeah, she's
Bronx
stalking
Queen,
Remy and
salute.
all that. Like, girl, if you don't go get you some business out here, man, to stop
Yeah.
around trying to make Remy Ma life miserable and you killing yourself at the same time, that just don't add up. You know what I mean? Move around. You know what I'm
Move
saying? Move
around.
around. Go handle your business. You know what I mean?
As a black business lady doing what she's doing, and she was doing it before she was with Pat. As a black business lady, you supposed to be on some listen. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mess with you. I'm up with you. But until you get that divorce, this cannot work. It can't. It's
And
impossible.
she always gonna be a side piece. No matter no,
Always.
right. No matter no matter if Pat and her even have a baby together, you still a side piece. You just your
You know,
baby daddy.
yeah, you know, he can't. You can't even get married without getting a divorce because he's already
Mm.
married. Like,
And if he do have a baby by her, right, he lose everything. You know what I mean? Because now
oh,
Rim could throw that in the air.
yeah,
And she want all the attention in the world from the wrong person, man. Stick to your craft. You know what I mean? When you box, and that's why I say boxing is it's like, one of them sports where you literally have to be mentally involved. One off spring could just throw your whole career. You know what I
that's
mean?
a
Now you
fact.
going in there, you fighting out of anger. You know what I mean? You really mad,
Yeah,
at with your life, the turn that your life is taking, you know what I mean? And until she
right.
figure that out, man, she gonna have it bad.
'Cause I'm not even gonna lie. Sometimes when I be paying attention to all the hip hop world that's going on, sometimes I forget she about. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot she the boxer because she's so into the hip hop and the like. It's crazy. I've never seen a female boxer go through this much, dude. And I heard a lot of things that niggas is saying allegedly Papoose and Remy is running a scam on Shorty. That's
Yeah,
why they not divorced.
You know how them Brooklyn niggas do it. She she part of the scam now.
Yo, Bucks, you must not talk about my boroughs.
Yo,
Like,
I never thought about that, yo. She done lick. Where's the
yeah,
mama? She done lick
like
that, dummy.
yo, Bucks. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. She don't look like she don't like she like kind of like you could get her like she kind of like I don't want to say the words. Kind
A
of
little
little
off. A little
yeah,
off,
little
right? A little off.
yeah.
Yo, because she don't look happy. Let's get to
No,
that. She do
she
not
don't.
look happy at all.
Nah.
Because it's like if you really look at it from afar, you winning. Like you got the nigga. You know what I mean? He's coming home to you every night. You know what I mean? That should be your biggest flex. Like yeah,
Yeah.
Papa ain't going nowhere. He coming home to me, but you still stalking Remy for
Yeah.
what?
And allegedly when she found out Papoose was allegedly with Remy for Christmas the whole day, she go on live acting like Papoose bought her some Louis Vuittons and shit. I heard she bought that shit.
Wow. No
50,
bueno.com.
yo, 50 dropped some shit on IG. 50 Cent dropped the shit on IG. Like he put the picture up with her opening it. He like stop fronting while your man over there with his wife for Christmas. You buying your own shit fronting. You know, nigga
What?
50's a troll.
Like Pat bought it for her and she bought it for herself.
Yeah. Niggas like nigga Pat spent the whole night with his mother, his kids, his real wife, and you over here fronting for the app, bro. I was like, I was crying.
Front for the app. And
Fronting
I
for the
want to
app.
know, what I really want to know, like the intel. Like, how do her family look at this situation? You know what I'm saying? Like, why they, if they not, or if they is, but publicly, why is
Mm.
not being seen? Like, they're not putting you on a game. Like, yo, listen, continue doing what you're doing with your career. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you're
I,
never gonna be able to get in between, that situation. That's a married
I
man still. You're
I
looking
heard
bad
her.
by that.
I heard her and her sister. I don't know if it's older or younger. Somebody put it in the comment section. Shout out to China Brim. I heard her and her sister been going through some shit for a minute. Her sister been blowing her up. I ain't even get into that, but I'm gonna get into that. But I heard she got a sister out here going live talking crazy. She said she had to do a GoFundMe to help the mother, some shit like that. I'm not gonna talk too much because I ain't getting into it. But
Oh
I
yeah.
know for a fact.
Bronx Queen said her sister hates on her. So she says, yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like
Okay, okay.
she's already losing a battle because you running around thinking about somebody's worrying about you, when in all reality they don't care nothing about you.
You looking bad and no one know it.
They don't even know it, man. And it's like, how you okay with that? Like you don't even look happy with that money. You know what I'm
now
saying?
after
You
now
don't
after
look happy with that
now,
money.
now after Papoose and Remy stepped in that life, everything was sour.
Just Freshly salute. Just Freshly said, I think Pap and Remy still, yeah, they still love each other.
Yeah, man, come on. You if you don't know that, you don't know nothing. I'm not talking
And
to you indirect, but
right,
nah.
and that's a woman intuition. A woman gotta know that.
Mm-hmm.
A woman gotta know that. Well, we got that going on, man. We got what you think about, as far as hip hop goes, do you think, well, I know you probably already think Pat, what I mean, or do 50 dirty. Well, where you think that's gonna go?
Speaking of that, I'm gonna tell you before I get to that. I want to tell you one thing that's getting on my nerves about this whole beef and when it's going on with 50 Cent. I'm not gonna lie to you because me personally, I'm a music person. I'm a hip hop artist. I like music. I like hip hop, R&B, class, whatever you want to call it. I want to see 50 get in the booth. Me personally, 50 first off, 50 already took a whole L from Fabulous, a whole L because I don't care about all that going to I'm what they call it AI and all that. I don't care about that. I'm about music. I don't care about none of that. It's entertainment. It's something to talk about, but we talk about music. And I think if 50 and Pat get at it on the beat, 50 gonna win the war, but Papoose gonna be killing that nigga.
Yeah, because he more of a on site rapper. He can
Yeah,
spit bars just on site.
yeah. 50 gonna win the war. Nobody messing with 50 when it comes to that. But when it's come to a beat, I think 50 washed up. You see Papoose brought the video out with 50 said BM, right?
Did I see? Is that the one? Is that the one where they talking about Lloyd Banks? Where 50 said something about you gonna need Lloyd Banks or something like that?
I heard that one too. But nah, it was 50 said BM. She was saying that, and it's so funny because the last Hip Hop Talk Weekly, we was talking about how many times he got hit. And she was like, nah, he only got hit 5 times. The reason why he said 9 times because he inspired Tupac, and Tupac got hit 5 times, but he wanted to be bigger than Tupac, so he tried to put it as he got hit up more than Tupac. She was breaking the whole. Papoose dropped it like I think 2 days ago. His baby mom's interview.
Wow, they interviewing the baby mothers and all that. It's
Yeah,
messy.
it's nasty. She was like, "Yo, he was all that selling this and drugs and that. He wasn't no big pen. He was just a regular nigga on the corner selling nicks and dimes like everybody else. Only thing niggas knew 54 was boxing. He knew how to put them hands up." And she like, "Nah, that nigga got shot 5 times. One in the face, one in the hand, one in the arm, and two somewhere around like the stomach." I was like, "Wow."
NoBueno.com. Then you got
Money.
that. Yo, what you think about the Uncasa? The Uncasa, letting his feelings be known about Jimmy, and he never really felt like Jimmy respected him and all that. Like that's right there is the talk of what's going on now as well. Uncasa talking about he retiring. Well, we gonna talk about it though, man. You know what I'm saying? We gonna talk about that. You think we definitely gonna talk about that, man?
Yeah, I definitely got to put more work into that. You know why? Because I heard a lot, I seen a lot. You know, when you stroll, you see, you in, you out, no rainbows. But I seen what's something going on, but I ain't really get too much into that. I'm not going front.
Right.
So
Yeah,
we
that's
definitely.
nasty. Yeah, that's definitely
So
nasty work.
you go put me on though.
Yeah, man. We gonna get to it, man. You know what I mean? We appreciate everybody for pulling up, man. It's your boy Artist Martin, aka Lifeside TV. Make sure y'all go like, share, and subscribe. And y'all ready, man. It's your boy 050 Bucks, aka the Dark Side General, aka Mr. Shoot Right
Right
Back.
back.
You understand me?
All right. Welcome back to the airwaves. Erecting to the airwaves. All right. Welcome back to the airwaves. This is the sound of the real conversation. The one that happens after the album drops, after the sneakers sell out, after the hype dies down. You are now tuned in to Hip Hop Talk Weekly, the only show that puts the culture itself to the test. Your host, break it down the beats, the rhymes, the trends, and the tension. From the UNT Network, 050 Bucks. And from Lightside TV, artist L. Morrison, the horse of hill. The conversation starts right now. This is Hip Hop Talk Weekly. Let's talk. Check the frequency, UNT, clear for transmission. We dissect the competition, debate the raw condition of the culture. All opinions get a hearing. From the underground to the mainstream, I'm talking market trends, resale value on the vintage. It's the new wave I've been in, traditional image, we break it down. The science of the groove, on Hip Hop Talk Weekly, it's the narrative we prove. It's Hip Hop Talk Weekly, the topics that you need from forgotten pioneers. So who's planting the new seed? Hip Hop Talk Weekly, we dissect and go debate. Hip Hop Talk Weekly. Lightside TV, UNT Network. Let's go. Dedicated grind music.
We stand with the fire. Make sure y'all tune in and y'all stay tuned in, because that's what we gonna do is bring that fiery. You understand me?
Yeah.
So, we got this Uncasa. I guess, man, he's, spitting his truth. I guess he feel like he not getting his just due. He's throwing shots at Jimmy, which I don't think that was necessary, you know what I mean? But I can't tell a man how to feel, so, I guess he's like feeling he's left out, he ain't really getting that alley-oop.
I think he is being left out.
Yeah, good possibility. I ain't gonna lie about that. I agree.
Uncasa was fire.
Yeah, that's a fact. He definitely put on for that bird. I know that.
That's a fact. If you want to be real, a lot of them do. That you got Lucasa, you got Hell Rel, you got J.R. Ryder, you got 40 Cal. What y'all do to these brothers, bro? These niggas was fire.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And I seen Hell Rel and J.R. Ryder had a little interview. I forgot what TV it was, but they was basically feeling the same way without pointing out like that. They was basically on some, it is what it is, but they felt like niggas that left us out. Ucasa, I didn't get into that, but I don't think he wrong. Anybody that talk about Jimmy Jones, I don't think they wrong.
Nah, but one thing I can say though, he didn't. he still gave G-Dub Quinn salute, my guy. He still gave Jim his credit.
Salute.
He gave Jim his props. But he still feels some kind of way when it comes down to to the fact of, he's getting left out. Why nobody
Mhm.
why nobody pushing the fact that that he is the one. You know what I mean? He is, behind the scenes. He put that bird on his back. You know
He
what I
sure
mean?
did.
And right now, he see Hell Rell, Duke the God, and J.R. Ryder doing they one thizzle. And he looking at it like, yo, hold on, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? What happened with me?
Yeah.
So you saying he got every right to feel that way?
Now, when it comes to us being fans, and as we see it, and as we seen them all together, and as a clique, we don't know the backstory. But as fans, I think he fell away for a reason. I don't know the backstories. I just know as a fan where the hell he at. Matter of fact, where they at. These is, if you ask me, these are the ones that supposed to be the superstars today. And y'all probably be sitting down relaxing. You got a 50-year-old Jimmy out here. Now I mean, like these supposed to be the ones that supposed to took over the dip. So I think he fell away for a reason. He was around for a minute, if I'm not mistaken. Wasn't he there before Harold and them?
Yeah, that's how Hell Rell, baby girl Wendy salute. That's how
Hello.
Hell Rell, I think, if I'm not mistaken, from what he was saying, from what Uncasa was saying, that's how Hell Rell got the notoriety. The notoriety. You know what I mean? Like he was
Mm-hmm.
on Uncasa's mixtape, and that's how Cam heard him.
Copy. But yeah, I know that nigga on Casa been there for a minute with them big ass glasses. That nigga was there. That nigga was there for a minute. And
Yeah, he definitely put on for that bird, man. That's one thing we definitely can't ignore. We can't ignore that.
I'm gonna most definitely look into that one more. No rainbows. I'm gonna look into that one more, and we most definitely next volume we're gonna put that into the situation because I'm gonna definitely get into that so we could both be on the same level, man.
Yeah, he definitely. I mean, for one thing I will say is, don't jerk nobody if it's deserving. You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
I think it's deserving. Casa, well, Purpose City too. Yeah, that's a fact. Even he killed Cam joint. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That first what 2 minutes, 3 minutes, he killed that.
Yeah. You can't back in the days you couldn't tell me as a youngin, you couldn't tell me Ukasa or J.R. Ryder never wrote for Cameron. You
Oh,
can't
that
tell me.
happened. I don't know. I don't know about that one, but hey, you might have a point. I don't know. You might have a point.
Mm-mm.
You
Cause
might have a point with that, man, because he stuck around for a reason.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, facts. G'd up. He was on diplomatic immunity. He
Facts,
stuck.
facts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he stuck around for a reason. Now, what's the reason? I don't know. I
Mm-hmm.
do not know. I can't call it. And then it's like, all right, Cam, you making moves. Why you ain't got your men? You ain't got your man in a position where he can
Mm-hmm.
win. Cause I
He,
ain't gonna, I'm not gonna count his pockets and none of that. But he ain't looking too healthy out here.
not at all. But you know what's so funny, right? Because when it comes to this game, I done seen so many people put people in bad situations when it come to deals and everything. One thing I like about Cam, out of all the niggas that we talking about that's not here, none of them could say he gypped them, put them out of deal, got them signed a contract that they can't get out of. None of that.
Yeah, I never heard that. I never heard that about Cam. That's a
Like,
fact. I heard that about Jimmy, but not
yeah,
Cam.
you heard about Jimmy about
Well, you
three
know what?
niggas.
I'm lying because Jimmy did say in the beginning, like they all got jerked, like they all signed bad deals, and moving forward in return, that's what made Jimmy sign his bad deal. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like he only did what he knew how to do. You know what I mean? And that's
Nah,
pretty
I
much
never
get jerked.
I never heard that from like I can understand Jim saying that because he's beefing with a certain person, but we gotta hear I want to hear this around the world. Like I hear it about Puff, like I heard about Jim. I gotta hear it around the world. I don't want to hear it from just your enemy. I doubt Cameron jerked anybody, no rainbows. I doubt it.
Right.
I
Yeah.
doubt it because you would have heard it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a fact. And you know, when you look at as far as a whole, you know, with Cam, Jim, Jewels, like if he did, they didn't come out publicly and
Fact.
bring right. You know what I mean? They didn't come out publicly and just yeah, Cam. You, I know Jewels kind of was throwing little neck bones out there. You know what I mean? Kind of like assuming that. You know what I mean? But I don't. I don't know, man. You know what I mean? Like right now, I wish they do get it together, though. You know what I mean? I wish they do. You know, get it together. You know,
I
for the
want,
reason.
I want, yo, I ain't gonna lie, right? If it gotta be, long as you don't go to the streets, no massacres, no killings, no shootings. I hope it come back to New York like I want it to come back. No rainbows. Just like you see 50 Fab, 50 Pab, you got Mano. Let's keep this shit on wax. That AI trolling shit is killing hip hop. Cause that's why I respect Fab. Fab stepped out the box. And now it's like, what we doing? Nobody want to see that trolling shit. He won't get views because who he is. But come on, man. Come
Right,
on, man.
we ready to get back to hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like that,
Yeah.
we ready to get back to hip hop, man. We don't care about how y'all feeling personal. You know what I mean?
Fact,
But we want to
fact.
get back to hip hop. You know, we want not only the Locks, because right now the Locks is holding it down as one of the dopest groups. You know, just due to the fact how they just stayed together and they didn't let money tear them apart. You know what I mean? And I like what Uncasa said. You know, was like, yo, we both was eating 4 wings and French fries together. You know what I mean? Now y'all got a
Mhm.
dollar over lunch money. Now y'all want to start biggering and beefing when we both came from the same sandbox. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Fact.
damn,
Same clothes. Yo, I talk about on the block, team tag type days. That's that the money will do it to you, man. The politics, the people around you will do it to you.
yeah,
Especially the motherfucking people around you that try to talk to you. Because remember when 50 Cent got a Jim Jones ear? That guy, that I think Cam never was really cool with Jim after that on the low and kept it inside.
yeah, yeah. That's a fact. He really kept them hidden feelings. He
Yeah.
kept that. He
And one, and
definitely
one
kept that.
And once you feel away and somebody really put you in your bag and you know you got the rights because you are not wrong, now it's time to tell you everything, nigga.
Right.
So
And then especially when you thinking you get into the money on, ain't nobody could be able to tell you anything anyway. You know what I
fact.
mean? So when it come to that, I'm like, wow, you know what? You never know, how a person feel about you unless something go down. And that's the sad part about us as being black people. Like
That's
we
a
hold
fact.
we hold grudges to the grave, man. And instead of you spending that energy, you know what I mean, and get things, I guess ironed out
One,
behind the scene without
one,
letting the media or the world know.
one thing my pops always taught me, right? Rest in peace to my pops. He always said, if that's your friend, you better tell that nigga the truth. Tell him he stink right now. Tell him, yo, bro, go brush your teeth. If you're not real, it's gonna be crazy when you finally get in an argument with that man. You be like, that's why your breath was always stinking, la 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 la. That shit is nasty word. And you look more as a fake friend than that man. Because the whole time you felt the way about this nigga, but you could not be a friend. You could not just sit there and be a man and be like, yo, I don't like the way you're doing this, bro. You do this. But you would sit there and watch your friend fuck up until y'all
Yeah,
argue. Then you want to tell him.
right.
So you will watch your friend fail. At time he fell, you use it against him. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's a fact. Cause same thing like we just talking about now with Kim and Jim. I mean with Jim and Kim. Like only
Hmm.
thing Kim probably should have just said, hey yo, Jim, I ain't like how you did that.
That's a
You know
that's a
what I mean?
fact.
Yeah, I ain't like how you did that. That was nasty work. You understand me? And when you start holding them grudges like that, I don't think it like I can say this. I like how Cam and Mace, got through they difficulties.
Hmm.
But
I ain't gonna lie, that's super dope. That's super dope.
yeah, put the bull crap to the side and get money, man. It's a Harlem thing, man. You know what I mean? And I see Jim a little bit like he's ready, but also I see Jim being stubborn as well. You know what I mean? But I think Jim is kind of more open to the fact of, okay, I'ma still eat off the bird. It's like, okay, if y'all eat like, it's just messy. You know what I
Yo,
mean? Same thing with Jim and Max.
Jim is a big ass YN. Like when I sit down and do my research, Jim is just a big ass kid, man. Jim is a big kid. He like, I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid type shit, bro. And I be
That's
paying
the fact.
attention. It's like, come on, bro. Like, come on. I can't wait to Jim just, what's so funny, right? New York would have had a great edge on the comeback. I know Jim is not the hottest. He's not whatever niggas want to call it, but to me, when it comes to New York rappers, Jim is in my top 50. I'm not gonna lie. If Jim and Max would have aired that shit out, like, yo, listen, we fucking 50 something now. This happened in our 20s. That would have helped everybody else. Like, come on, where the music? The music is dead because you got niggas doing AIs and shit. Nobody want to drop nothing. That's why I salute Fab.
Yeah,
Nobody
yeah,
want. Everybody just doing AI and going on podcasts and just talking about niggas. Where's the music, bro? Like, come
right,
on. I like music. I like music. I like listening to y'all. You know what I mean? But I'm a hip hop head.
right. What you think about Fabio Foreign, man? Word, what you think about Fabio Foreign, man? Talking about he got going to a rehab. You know, they
Yeah,
like people will be taking their second chance. I think they be disrespecting their second chance, man. You know what I mean?
yeah.
You sat down for a minute. You know, when you came home, you should already know the do's and don'ts. Why come back out and do the same thing?
You know what it is. One thing I learned about this hip hop game, right? Even came to my son Rob B, right? One thing I learned about this hip hop game. Rob B used to what they call that shit you get from the hospital. Um the that shit you
Describe medicine.
yeah, subscription medicine.
Right.
So I see that every time Rob go in the booth, he wanted to, know what I mean. So I pay attention. These guys in the industry, it's not that just what they want to do. It's just that once somebody put them onto it, it gives them more flavor. It give them more flavor and vibes. But for the people that want to go to rehab and get it out the way, I appreciate that. But come on, man, that shit not gonna go nowhere. Cause once niggas get back in the booth and they realize they're not the same, just like Young Thug, that nigga came out sounding like you like, who the fuck is that? Now look,
Yeah.
he sound the same again. Cause them fucking drugs and medicine, bro. That's why all these niggas got different swags. You be looking at these niggas like they geniuses. Nah, nigga, Papa Molly, you don't have to be a rapper. Papa Molly ain't going to booth. Papa
Yeah.
Molly ain't going that ass. Papa Molly ain't going to booth, bro. You gonna make a hit.
Yeah. Like look at Pooh Shiesty. I see Pooh Shiesty. He making moves. You know, he out. You know, he doing his
Yeah.
thing. But it's like you could see he's gonna end up where he left off. Sometimes you gotta leave that identity behind you. You know what I mean? You able to come home. You know what I mean? Be a
Mm-hmm.
better you. You know, you got a second chance where you can take care of your family, your kids. Why come back out and do the same thing?
Same shit. Same shit. Got the shit I be saying about these rappers, man. It's how many rappers we had that passed away, and we still got these rappers doing the same shit. It's like,
Same
is y'all
old thing.
serious? He
That's
said,
nasty.
"Did you
Same,
see Jim face
even
when they said how much Fab is worth?" Oh yeah, yo, Jim is a foul friend. You see what Jim told that nigga Dave East when Dave East was explaining his story and letting the kids know.
words. That nigga was on liquid dope.
Yeah. He said that nigga was a dope fiend. I'm like, yo, this nigga Jim Foul. Jim Foul.
Yo, the man sitting there explaining like, yo, you know, my man's told me, you know, I was out of pocket for that, and the
Yeah.
nigga Jim still stomping on him. Yo, yeah, he was on liquid dope. Like, Mano was trying to like, you know, not dig into that pause. That nigga Jim still like, yeah, he was on liquid dope. But then he tried to fix it. Yo, it's the richest dope. No, nigga, you know what you was
Yo.
doing.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie, right? I ain't gonna lie. I think Dave East is gonna be the first one to lead that group.
You think so?
I ain't gonna. Yeah, I think I know so. Dave East go for some reason. Dave East don't fit in. For another reason, you gotta think about everything. I seen an interview when this is recently when they was asking Dave East a lot of questions. So they asked Dave East. So since you mess with Jim Jones, who will win on a versus Jim Jones or Styles? He said, nah, Styles. And then we can't forget Dave East went to Max B party. Then we can't forget, out of all four of them, Dave East is the only one that made a track without dissing 50 Cent. It's gonna boil down. I think Dave East is out of there. I don't think he's down with what's going on. I
So
think
you
he feel
think
like,
Dave East is playing it safe?
yeah, I think he's playing it safe when it comes to not no bit shit. Excuse my language. I think just on some, I don't got
Business.
beef with business, and I don't got beef with these brothers. I'm not gonna build no beef because of what y'all doing. Because Mano was the hypest nigga. Mano just hype. He love this. Get out of here, bro.
And they going ham on Mano. It's like, you know, it's just so sad. When you look at hip hop, I never would have thought hip hop would have took a turn where you got to use gimmicks to blow up. You know what I
Facts.
mean? And I think that's what Mano was trying to use a gimmick to blow up. It's either you nice or you not. You don't need gimmicks. You know what I mean? You shouldn't. Everybody want to tune in and listen to your music.
Yeah,
So
it's always the ones that started with gimmicks gonna always finish with gimmicks. Cause 50 shit came out with a gimmick, fake shot 9 times. Uncle Murder came out with a gimmick, shot in the head. Like everybody that start with gimmicks will always use gimmicks, cause that's a part of what made them blow. If something gonna make you $1 million, you gonna stop doing that?
that's a fact. Speaking of Uncle Murder, man, I didn't hear it yet. I don't know why I ain't hear it yet. But what you think about the wrap up? Did you hear the wrap up?
Yeah.
How you
I,
how you how you felt it? I didn't hear it yet. And usually, it'll come to my doorstep. You know what I mean? Like the song will be so hot, you got no choice but to hear it. And it's like I didn't hear that same. I don't
you
hear that same. Oh, yo, you gotta listen to that rap. I don't hear it. Like it's
not,
not.
you know what I heard? First off, I think he was on Puffy Body more than anything, and I ain't gonna lie to you. When I pay attention to music, I pay attention to music hard, no rainbows. But he was mostly on Puffy Body, and in my head, no rainbows. I'm like, you doing that for 50? Bye. I think the first verse was a whole 16 on Puffy. I'm like, that's for 50. Bye. The rest was good music. I think what made it pop a little more than what it's supposed to, it wasn't his best. But I think because niggas was already trolling that 50 was gonna pop up on there and go at Fab. So I think that's why a lot of people listen to it more. But people gonna listen regardless. But I don't think it was his best, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all.
So pretty much again a gimmick. And to be real, I think Uncle Murder dropped the ball. I think he should have been more business minded with promoting himself with all this with all the
Mhm.
social media. He should have used that platform to push that. You know what I mean? To push the wrap up. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
had more people yearning and thirsty to hear. Because I ain't gonna lie, I thought I thought that was gonna be in a wrap up. You know what I mean? I don't know. Did he talk about Jim Jones and them in a wrap up?
Yeah. He talk about Jim. He talk about all them niggas.
Wow. Damn, everybody said I got two people already I'm reading saying it was trash. Like it wasn't his best.
Yeah. It wasn't his best. It wasn't at all, bro. It was more of it was more of I'm doing it for y'all and not doing it for me this time around. It was more like 50. I got you 50.
Wow, that's crazy. That is crazy. So now pretty much using when we just got to finish saying it, using gimmick tactics came
Mm-hmm.
back around and bit him in the bottom, right?
Yeah, that's all it did. And the nigga already said he lied about getting shot in the head. Nigga, 50 gonna put that. I mean, niggas that shooting at you gonna put that in a play. I'm good. I'm good. Or is it Bucks?
Nah, that's me. That's me.
All right, copy, copy.
Yeah. Damn, that's crazy. I didn't even think about it like that. Like he tried to go out using a gimmick and it turned back around and bit him in the bottom.
That's how it always happened.
Right, Bronx Queen. He should have promoted that wrap up instead of promoting that podcast.
Sure. Niggas gonna watch it, but if you got something you know about the drop, and the funny thing about it is, we know that he drops it every year. Why you don't promote it? You just drop it. No rainbow. You just drop it.
And he should have, or at least dropped a little single or something before that came.
Yeah, something. You got to get niggas in the mode of hearing you. You can't
Cause
just
look, he got to push a G unit, right? He had to push a 50. So like, why 50 ain't pushing?
and he pushing 50 every day. Huh.
Yeah, it's like
50,
wow. Even
50
Yayo.
got the, so let me ask you a question, Bucks. Let me ask you a question. You see that Fabulous dropped the song going at 50, right?
Right.
So you think, because I see a lot of people saying it. What's this guy? There's a lot of people in the rap battle saying it. Shout out to Murder Mook. It was a whole battle rap rappers talking about it. They was arguing about what would happen if 50 Cent bring Banks back and send Banks at Fabulous. Who will win? Who you think?
Oh, they kind of got like the same style.
Just a
I
deeper
don't
voice
jack
and
Fab.
a sweeter voice. Deeper and sweeter.
I don't jack Fab, but I think Fab will win that.
I think the same.
I
All right,
think
so look.
Fab will win that. Heads up, Fab against Lloyd Banks. I think Fab will win that.
All right, so look, we're gonna make it a little better, right? So you remember the time where Banks came out, and remember Banks was hot. We talk about when Banks was hot.
So what would we call that battle? Would that be like the battle of the punchlines?
Do you remember when Banks was hot?
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right, so now act like Banks is on fire like he was when G Unit was under mother Eminem and they was popping, and him and Fab going at it because Fab was still good. Fab was Fab around that time because I don't want people to look at it like, well, where is Banks? What? Well, Banks did drop the album just to let you people know. Go check it out. But you think Fab messing with Banks in they primes?
Oh, that's a good one. Now, putting it that way, I don't know, man. That'll go to the wire. I think that'll go to the wire. If you get a hot Banks,
That'd be crazy.
That'd be crazy. But you know what though? You see how we talk about it? That's what hip hop needs. Hip hop is a competitive sport, man.
Competition.
Yeah, man, it's competitive, man. Like now, everybody is just like trying to cheat the game.
Everybody try to, Bucks, they try to rob us out of our jobs. We the ones that supposed to be up here talking about what they doing. Now they up here talking about what they doing. They stealing from us, bro. Be rappers. We the ones that talk about what's going on. Now you got all these rappers getting podcasts talking about, like, come on, bro. How y'all talking about what y'all done? That's our job. Get in the booth so we can have something to talk about.
That's a fact. And right now, let me ask you a question. Like, who would you think is worth talking about right now?
What you mean?
Like, what rapper right now, that you would say
it's
they
worth
talking about? Yeah, they worth talking about. Like, yo, they killed 2025.
Yo, hip hop so dead. And it's funny. I'm not even gonna lie. It might sound funny. Everybody ain't gonna be mad at me. I say Jim. My nigga Jim held 25 down for New York.
Okay, for New York. Yeah, because he the only one who. Now, I ain't gonna say that. Well, yeah. Nas album is kind of doing okay.
Oh no, we already know that's the GOAT. But let me put it different.
I would have said NBA YoungBoy as a whole, just dealing with hip hop. No matter what state you from, I think NBA YoungBoy.
When I talk about hip hop, I always talk about the mega where it came from. So all right, now we're gonna blend it like that. If I could say who held it down for 2025, and it's crazy because it was a short period of time, but I say my son Kendrick Lamar.
Did Kendrick Lamar drop something in 2025?
Yeah, he dropped it. I'm not bugging. I think he dropped the album where he dropped that They Not Like Us.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you're right, because he did the Super Bowl as well.
Yeah, he did the Super Bowl.
So Kendrick,
my bad. You heard about Drake, nigga, on a RICO charge.
Word?
Drake on a RICO charge.
For what? Scamming?
Yeah, that's funny. Something about gambling, scamming, and using the scammer to put in numbers to get his numbers up. So when he dropping songs, those not numbers. You be seeing 1 point something million views. He was scamming all of that shit. Do your research, and we gonna most definitely talk about that the next Hip Hop Weekly. Yeah, he's on RICO charges, man. Him
Oh, so
acting
he was buying his own music.
basically. And he was doing some gambling. I gotta get more into it. I'm not gonna lie, so I don't want to say too much, but I know it's something about gambling, cheating, and cheating out numbers. Him, academics, and somebody called Roll something, but academics too.
Well, oh, so what academics? What the podcast academics?
The podcast academics, they got him up there too. Drake, academics, and somebody I forget his name is Roll something. Somebody put it in the comment section. Shout out to China Brim. Roll something. But yeah, them niggas on RICO charges.
So now my question is this: how are these people even allegedly putting these dudes in this kind of conversation? Like, who's doing the telling? Who you think is just like telling right now?
I think I could be wrong, but you know me, I got my third eye open. I think it's just they always know what these people is doing. It's just your time. It's just time to give to get you out of here for so we can use everybody to get content on you and throw them off of what's really going on. I'm just saying, I think everybody in this industry got time. Their time is limited. Jay-Z next.
Wow.
I
So
think that's just all the throw offs.
me personally, shout out to Mikey B and Smitty Brim. We
Shout out to
had a
them brothers.
conversation on New Year's. I think them people upstairs are getting scared that these people is running the social media to cut them out the way. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
they know that they come into social media, they control their own destination. They don't need that machine behind them no more.
Mm-hmm. And so yeah, social media bring them that money without it. And they doing shows like crazy. Shows money is different. That's their money.
Wow, that's wicked.
Yeah,
I see what's the name still working. He's still doing his thing. He's from Chicago. Um he alright too. I like his flow. What's his name? Oh man, what's my man name, yo? From Chicago. I think he shared
young
him and what's his
young
name got the same baby moms.
a young kid or older.
Younger dude, light skinned nigga. Damn, what's his name, yo? Oh man, what's G Herbo.
Oh, now shout out to G Herbo.
Yeah, G Herbo putting it on, man. That's one
Yeah,
thing I
yeah.
like. I like, he stay low. He don't get caught up into the to the rip rap and all that. He definitely still, making good music. He ain't got to use the Chicago,
Mm-hmm.
rhetoric. He ain't got to use that. He in his own lane. And as an artist, that's the only one I really see that's growing, man. Like,
G Herb been doing his thing. I was fucking with, excuse my language. I was messing with G Herb for a minute. Let me ask you a question, right? Before we get up out of here and get back to this business, right? Let me ask you a question. I'm gonna go from different cities, and I just want you to answer the questions, right? Out of every rapper from Harlem, who you think is the best out of all of them? We don't care about the record sales. We don't care about how much they shine or how much people adore them. Who's the best rapper from Harlem to you?
Big L. Mikey
Copy.
B in the building, salute.
Mikey B, salute.
Yeah,
Who's the
Big L from Harlem. I go Big L for Harlem.
copy? Queens.
I'm gonna go with Nas, man.
Copy. Brooklyn.
Ooh. Damn, Brooklyn. Damn. Shit.
Nicest nigga from Brooklyn. Anytime. Mikey B in the building. We see you, Mikey. Salute. Shout out to Mikey and Smitty. I see y'all over there doing your thing, man. God bless y'all. Keep working hard. Y'all already know hard work pay off.
I say Jay-Z. I ain't want to, but I say Jay-Z.
You ain't what you. Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. For some reason, you don't like Brooklyn, bro. I be paying attention.
Nah, it's
Yo, I
not.
be.
Nah, nigga, I like
Yo,
Brooklyn.
Bucks had mad beef with Brooklyn back in the Bronx days.
Nah, you want to be look, honestly speaking, right? And my man Mikey B voice, just being honest. Like every time I go out of town, that's who I have around me more. I have a lot of Brooklyn dudes around me more. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, Brooklyn
I'm surrounded
everywhere.
by Brooklyn dudes.
BX.
Oh, BX. Wow. Oh man. Oh, who put on for the Bronx? Wow. Eek. Damn. I'm gonna say A Boogie, man. I'm gonna say A Boogie. DBN
Copy.
said pun.
Philly.
Ooh. I like that kid Leaf Ward.
Leaf Ward sound familiar.
Yeah, we was just talking about it. I like that kid Leaf Ward, man.
Was he?
I
Was
think
he?
Leaf.
He wasn't messing with Meek, right?
What did he? I think Meek recently before, because I think Leaf Ward went to jail and did a bid. You know what I mean? But
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
DBN.
think.
I think Bangs. I think Bangs.
But Beans ain't dropped no music in a minute.
He ain't dropped no music. That's why I said it don't matter any time and who's the best that came out of that's the city. I think Brooklyn, I mean Harlem, I think Mace. Queens, I think Nas. Brooklyn, I think Papoose. BX, I think Corey Guns. Philly, I think Beanie Siegel. Who you think from down south?
Oh, when you say down south, just what, including us, the southern or
The whole south, the whole southern, the whole south. New Orleans, all that.
oh man, I ain't gonna lie, yo, I like Yo Gotti, man.
Yeah, I mess with Lil Gotti.
Yo, I say Yo Gotti, man. Yo Gotti, he came, he came up.
Copy. I think Ti. If not Andre 300.
Yeah, well, Andre 3000. He said
Yeah,
200.
3,000.
Andre
My
3000.
nigga
He
said
put on.
300. Nigga took a number out. Yeah, Andre 3000 is fire. And
Yeah, I forgot. Cuffy D.
Scarface.
That's
Don't forget about
DBN man.
Scarface.
Yeah, he said Juicy J, DBN, Juicy J.
Juicy J.
Wow,
Nah.
yo, I ain't gonna lie. That last project that I heard, Juicy J, it was fire. To be a Southern rapper,
Yeah.
that was fire.
Yo, DBN. That's a fact. I think this is like my third time telling Bucks. Yo, Corey Guns is the hottest nigga to come out of the Bronx, bro. That's why I don't care about the shine, the albums, the platinums, the awards, and none of that. But Corey Guns is one of the hottest to ever come out of the Bronx, bro. If 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 Corey would have got that major push and the machine behind him, hottest nigga come out the Bronx, and he could hang with Pun. He lyrically can hang with Pun.
Uh,
Corey Guns can hang with Pun.
I ain't gonna go that far, but
Come
Corey
on,
Guns
Bucks.
is definitely nice. He's nice,
You
but
so
to
you
hang with Big Pun,
lyrically, Corey Guns can hang with Pun. Somebody tell me I'm bugging in the chat so I could calm down. Lyrically, that's why I keep saying we're not worried about how big their name is or none of that. Bar for bar, Corey Guns could rumble with Pun, son.
all right, I say that. I say that. I say he could hang with him. I'll give it that. But to rap better than Big Pun, nah.
Nah, he rap better than Pun. I ain't gonna lie to you. He rap better than Pun. If you go back, right, and pay attention, do me a favor. Something you probably never did, and you from the X. You ever listen to a Pun whole album or just the hit records?
Nah, his whole album. Yo, Pun whole album was, Pun said some things, man. You be like, yo.
Nah, rest in peace to Pun. He fire, but I never ever listened a whole album. Mostly hit records or something that caught my attention.
But it's like on his album, he had number hit records on his album.
Nah, man. Come on. Nah, Bucks. Don't see, it's that BX shit. BX
Yo,
will be
you
mad.
look at listen to Big Pun album, man. Like he had nothing but hits on that album.
Nah, I give him 3, and that was the most radio played songs. The rest back then, the rest I didn't want to hear because
That's
first of all,
why they don't call Big Pun like he's the only Puerto Rican platinum hip hop artist ever. Ever.
Hip hop.
You don't get that. You don't get that.
You said hip hop artist.
Capital Punishment was yo.
Now it is the classic.
Hey yo, they was comparing at that time when Big Pun dropped that album. They was comparing Big Pun to Biggie, man.
Come on, nah. Come on, see, Bucks. You always talking down on Brooklyn.
Yo, as a matter of fact, I'm changing Jay-Z. Jay-Z ain't got Brooklyn. I'm saying Biggie, man.
I think Jay-Z better than Brooklyn. I mean, Jay-Z better than Biggie. I'm not gonna lie.
That's not a fact. That is not a fact.
Nah, that's my fact. Jay-Z better.
Okay,
like, yo,
all right.
You know what's so funny? Right? Before I got on this live, I was just playing the best of Jay-Z. It was by DJ So and So, and he played 50 songs. Biggie not better than Jay-Z, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
So then why was Jay-Z spitting all Biggie rhymes?
He respected him as a brother. He was there. He's the big Brooklyn. I think he respected him. He respected the borough.
That's a fact. Every feature Big Pun was on with any other, it could be their album. He smoked niggas on their own album, yo. On their own song. Big Pun smoked them.
All right. So give me a big artist name he was on their song and he smoked them. DBN. Give me a big rapper.
The joint with the locks.
And Noriega in them?
Yup.
Man, I should have been sorted them. Like, yo, go back and listen to that, bro. Is you serious?
That's a fact. Yo,
that's
I just listened to the joint with Nori. He was on Nori's song. Yo, he did smile. Yo, even Kiss said it.
Nah. I respect Kiss. You know, Kiss got respect for the legends. But nah.
Oh,
I hit your heart. I hit your niggas. I hit your daughter while she potty training. I ain't truly the word. I'm truly the fur to get his whole body truly reversed. I'm a double dad. I never listened to nothing. My mama's bro. That was hot, but you ain't hear what everybody else was saying. Like,
damn, I ain't gonna lie. We forgot about Black Thought coming out of Philly.
Black Thought sound familiar. I'm not too familiar.
Yeah, he's down with the Roots.
Let me screenshot this. I'ma definitely look that up.
Yeah, Black Thought. You know, they who was that? It was just a discussion, man, about I think I did a live on it. I did a live on it, right? And they had a what's my man name?
Bar for bar.
Black Eyed Peas. Black Eyed Peas was saying, he was saying Black Thought better than Jay-Z.
DBN, bar for bar, who touching Pun? I just said Corey Guns. And he's not even a big rapper. But he's a big rapper, but not a big rapper. He ain't get that promotion. But Corey Guns will fuck Pun up. I'm not even gonna lie. So I'm not even gonna lie.
I think Corey Guns, he was influenced by Big Pun, man.
One thing niggas don't know, allegedly, Corey Guns wrote the whole
Lil Wayne
6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot, 9, 6 foot, 7 foot. Yeah.
Lil Wayne joint,
Yeah, he wrote the 6 foot 9.
And he did what? Didn't he do Lollipop too? I think he wrote Lollipop too.
Nah, I heard Jay Mills.
Oh, Jay Mills did Lollipop?
Allegedly, that's what they saying. Jay Mills did Lollipop. You already know Gilly the Kid helped him with the whole Carter 3, but allegedly.
Yeah, they said what's his name kicked him out the whip when he got beat up by Beans.
Who?
He said at the Beans knocked him out on South Street.
Knocked who out?
Oh, Beans knocked Gilly the Kid out. He knocked Gilly out on South Street.
And I heard Gilly had his gun on him.
Yeah, fact.
He nigga had his gun on him.
Allegedly.
Nigga had to burn
Your
on him
man,
and
hey
Bean
yo, your
snatched
man
the nigga out the
Skeeto
store.
going in on Skeeto going in on Gilly, man.
Yo, I heard the nigga Beans walked in the store, snatched the nigga out the store. Nigga had allegedly had the thing on him and all that, and got pounced out.
Yeah, that's what Gilly say. I ain't gonna lie, that's what Gilly said. Gilly definitely said he got knocked out with that thing on him. He definitely got knocked out. So let me ask you this, right? So now let's go borough to borough, and I want you to tell me who would be out of 5 boroughs, which borough holds the best rapper?
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn got that's the best rapper come out of Brooklyn.
The best rappers, you can put an S in the back of that.
Well, okay, well we go individual. What would be your best rapper since you said Brooklyn? Who would he be?
Best rapper from Brooklyn. So if I gotta get a rapper from Brooklyn to battle rappers from every borough, who would I pick basically?
Right. Who would you get to represent Brooklyn?
Papoose.
Okay. Who would you get to represent the Bronx?
I would get male or female.
Male or female?
Cardi B.
Who would you get to represent Harlem? So we got Papoose and Cardi B so far. Who would you get to represent Harlem?
Harlem, I get Dead or Alive or Alive.
Let's be fair. We gonna say Alive.
Okay, let's be fair. Let's be fair. To represent Harlem, me personally, I would get Mace
So we got Mace, Papoose.
and Corey Guns.
No, you said Cardi B for the
Oh
Bronx.
yeah, Cardi B. My bad. My bad. See, this Corey
All right.
Guns is fire. My bad.
So out of Queens, who would you get to represent out of Queens?
I would get Queens. I would get 50.
Okay, 50. And what we did? We got Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens.
We got Harlem Mace, Queens 50, Brooklyn Papoose, Bronx Cardi B.
So what borough we leaving out?
Is it Long Island?
I guess we got to throw Long Island or Staten Island there. Who would
It's
you
one
pick?
of them. I don't know which one is the borough because I never ever chilled in none of them. I never chilled in that borough. But I get Redman.
Redman out of Jersey.
Oh my bad.
Yeah,
See, that's how
Redman
much
out of Jersey.
I don't know about the like. I think what that's Wu-Tang and shit.
Yeah, I guess Wu-Tang.
I about to say because I never really was bumping niggas from out of them towns. And I don't know which one is the 5 borough, but I think it's Long Island.
Staten
It's
Island. Yeah,
Staten Island? Okay,
Yeah,
copy.
Staten Island.
And I'm 7 blocks from Staten Island. That's crazy.
Yeah, and so Wu-Tang. So we got Wu-Tang, Cardi B, Papoose,
50
Mace,
and 50.
and 50. So we gonna throw a poll up, right? And we gonna throw them 5 names in a poll, and we gonna see who the people will pick out of the because that's gonna, I guess that's gonna give us the best MC coming out of New York.
Oh yeah, we definitely do that. Yeah, put them polls up.
Oh well, you know what? My man Renegade said so. All right, out of the Wu to represent Staten Island, who would it be? I'm gonna go with Raekwon. Yeah, Raekwon. That Raekwon is a beast.
Wow. I think I go with Raekwon. Ain't
Yeah,
Raekwon?
Raekwon
That's the one. Raekwon is the one that made the mixtape with Sheik, right? No, that was Ghostface.
Ghostface is nice too, but I think I'm gonna go with Raekwon.
Nah, I go with Ghostface.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Raekwon. Raekwon, he's diabolical, man. Yo, Raekwon is a monster. I just seen something LL did, man. The New Year's LL,
RL Cool
um,
J is hard. That's my
yeah,
guy.
LL came out. He came out with that green mink on. Your man came out. Busta Rhymes came out with his hot waters. Word, he came out. Yo, they
Yo,
be sleeping on Busta Rhymes, man.
oh, speaking of Busta Rhymes, right? Thank you for bringing that up. When it comes to fast rappers, right? Put it, yo, somebody please put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. When it comes to fast rappers, I got one, two, three, four, five. Give me one and two, because I'm not gonna say one, because I know a lot of people got one or two. When it comes to fast rappers, who is one and two? Mystical, Buster Rhymes, Twister. What's that? I forgot the guy from Bone Thugs or Eminem. When it comes to the best fast rapper, Mystical, Buster Rhymes, Twister, Bone Thugs, or Eminem.
I'm
We
gonna
got
say
one.
Twister.
We got one Twister in there. Top two. Put two people in there. Asia, put two names together. The top two. Mystical, Buster Rhymes, Twister, Bone Thugs, or Eminem. Top two best fastest rappers.
Yeah, I say
I should have
Twister.
put Papoose because I ain't gonna. Papoose a fast rapper too. Well, he did a couple of tracks, but we talk about the ones that rap fast. Buster and Twister.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Twister. I say Twister.
Yo,
Bust,
Bucks.
yeah, Bust. I ain't
Yo,
gonna lie. Buster
Bucks. I'm about to go
Rhymes,
on mute real quick. Let me check my bell.
copy. I'm gonna say Buster Rhymes. You know what I mean? But my one and two it'd be a Buster and Twister. Buster, Buster special, man. Like that's one thing I could give about Buster because he gonna bring you. He's gonna Buster Rhyme is gonna bring you everything.
Yeah,
You know what
shout
I
out to
mean?
Buster.
Buster,
Fire.
yeah, Buster could bring you entertainment. He'll give you a Buster. Period. Will give you a dope show.
Mm.
Buster give you a
Did,
dope show.
did you? All right, I know that Buster could give you shows, right? I know Buster is a great performer, great videos, classics. Do you think Buster got better bars than Mystical?
Yeah,
Do you ever listen to Mystical?
yeah. I like Mystical.
Copy. So you'll put
Yeah,
Buster before Mystical, not because legendary. You talk about bars.
yeah. Wow, yeah. I picked Buster before Mystical. Yeah.
So what was your two? I said Mystical, Buster, Twister, Bone Thugs,
My
and
two,
Eminem.
my two is Twister and Buster.
Copy. I got Twister and Eminem.
You think
Best,
Eminem was a fast rapper like that? You think?
yeah, he done it a million times.
So
He done it a million
you
times.
so if who would you say dealing with fast rapping is better than Eminem?
With it dealing with fast rapper, I would say Twister.
Is better than Eminem?
Better in fastness, not in bars.
Right, but that I call them tongue twisters.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Twister faster, but Eminem better.
Wow. I,
I think Bust I don't think is Buster faster than Eminem?
I think so. I never really heard him like on like on a tongue twister. Like I really never heard him
Uh,
rhyme like
you got
that.
go listen. If I ain't mistaken, go listen to Eminem song called Rap Guard. And that's his slowest fastest. That's the one that Papoose copied. He said, what? Yeah, go listen to Rap Guard.
And the rap god Eminem is like he's a tongue twisting rapper.
That's a fact. Don't you know Eminem is the first rapper to make words rhyme that don't rhyme. First rapper in history. He could make
What you?
shoestrings rhyme to cheer. This is a fact. He make words rhyme that don't rhyme. Nobody never done that. And this is document. This is like documented. I'm not just saying that because I hear it.
Mm. I gotta do some research on that one because you got a lot of you got like what's the name rhyme off beat like that? Blueface.
Nah, Blueface don't rhyme off beat like Eminem. Blueface just off beat. That's like his swagger. Blueface remind me of Silk the Shocker. Cause Silk the Shocker used to rhyme off beat all the time.
Right, right, right. Who would you think? Who would you think is better, Blueface or Silk the Shocker?
Silk the Shocker is better as an artist, but 2026, 25, Blueface has got a better swagger. I'd rather hear him. But I like Silk the Shocker. I don't like Silk the Shocker better. I ain't gonna lie. But he rap better. But I don't like him better.
Silk the Shocker to me is trash.
I think he rap better. Just you know what it is? Because like even when I went to Arizona, people talk different rap. When they rap, you like what the hell? Until they ever come out, and you like wow. But now Silk the Shocker fire. It's just that he's not from New York. But I always thought he was trash until I started paying attention to Silk the Shocker like a good 7 years ago. I started going back, listening to everything, and everything sounds different when you hear it years later. But back then, I thought he was trash, trash, trash.
Yeah, Silk the Shocker to me. Like I just really, I don't know, man. You know, I think if Silk the Shocker come out right now, do you think he'd be relevant?
Um, I think it can be possible due to the way that the industry is now. Back then, the industry was stuck on certain sounds. Right now, the industry is stuck on something new, and I think he will be something new, only depending on the songs he make. But I think his sound will be something new. It's a new word, just like Drag On could come out, and if he got the same sound, you could be surprised. It's a different word,
Oh,
especially
yeah,
when the
we
young niggas
forgot.
don't know who you are.
Yo,
You a new nigga.
we forgot all about who you just said again.
My son Drag On. I spit
Yeah,
fire.
Drag On. Wow, I forgot Drag.
Yeah, that's DMX best man out of the whole industry. And
Yo, I
niggas
forgot
gonna
about Drag.
and niggas gonna respect X. They need to respect Drag On because that was his number one friend in the whole industry. But Drag was fire.
What?
Remember that?
The opposite of H2O?
Oh,
What?
remember that song Down Bottom? He dropped the song Down Bottom. Whoa, yo, because he always had the Swiss Beats. Swiss Beats always hooked him up, bro. Drag On was spitting fire, bro.
Yeah.
But that down bottom song he made that shit in Harlem. I was mad young. I was around, but sometimes you see niggas making videos, you can't get in that shit. No rainbows. But yeah, I was around when that nigga shot. Yo, why that shit go? Down bottom. He niggas I spit that shit to make your skin boil. But yeah, shout out to Drag On, man. He was fire.
Yeah, Drag On was definitely fire. He was to me, Drag On was before his time. I think if Drag On, right, if Drag On didn't bump into if Drag On didn't bump into I say Rough Riders and he probably
Mhm.
went somewhere else. Like to me, I think he was too much in a DMX shadow. Like if he would have got released
Mhm.
out of DMX shadow, I think Drag would have got he would have got a bigger push.
Not you know what I heard, right? I heard Drag On. He did an interview. I think I heard this a good 3 years ago. Drag On was on an interview. Don't remember the podcast or nothing at all. But he said, it's like he was sending subliminal facts. He like, nah. I'm not doing this industry. I'm just doing my regular thing. My man said this industry is not for me. If you remember how DMX used to preach about the industry, and but he put it in cold. He like, nah, my man, my man said the industry not for me. Just do you. So it's not. And he basically said I wasn't dropped. My man is like, yo, this industry is wicked. I don't want my man in dealing with this. I already signed a contract I can't get out of. I don't want you in this shit. Allegedly, but that's what basically what the man said while I'm watching the interview. Just,
Which
just
contract?
like, just like,
Which
hold on, just
contract? With Def
that
Jam?
that Nori doll, just like Memphis Blink. Why you think Memphis Blink? Niggas like why Memphis Blink is not as big as Jay Z? Because Jay Z really messed with Memphis, and Jay Z know how the game go, and he know what his day one going through. What? Nah, I mean, allegedly, this is just the things I be seeing.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at it from that part back then, when they had that machine behind them, yeah, that's why I say. So if Drag On, where would you think Drag On career would be if he wasn't in the shadows of DMX? Bobby Ramos, salute.
Bobby Ramos, salute. I ain't gonna lie, cause it goes two ways, right? If if he wasn't with DMX, it probably wouldn't have went nowhere. You feel me? But if he would have had the right people behind him, like DMX, and he would have been pushed to the limit, Drag On would have been. He would. I would have put him in the names of like he'd have been a leader. Game, shout the game. He gave me that game vibes with his flow, but from the X. That's just how I feel.
So when you think about like niggas little mans, like when you look at like Memphis Bleak is J Little Man, DMX, and you got Drag On. Who would you think would win that battle between Memphis Bleak and Drag On?
Drag On, 100%. I'm not even giving Memphis Bleak 1 point.
I think that'd be a good battle. I think because Memphis Bleak ain't trash, yo. Memphis Bleak
Nah,
is
nah,
nice. His
nah, nah,
word
nah, nah.
metaphor, yo, his word metaphor is crazy.
Drag On will put him in the basket on Easter. And look, hold on, because like I always say, it's my favorite line. We're not talking about names, bigger, whatever, who's with who, nothing, right? We talk about both of these guys going back and forth for a month, and they both on fire. They both is doing their thing. Nobody felling. Now it's up to us to choose who better. Memphis Blink and Drag On made the hottest track they ever made, and they dissing each other. That's how we gotta look at it. We're not gonna look at it as history or what they could do or what now. Think about if they both make a eat the track. Who got that track?
I don't know, man. I think Memphis Bleak wordplay is better than Drag On wordplay.
Nah, come on, Bucks, man. I know your Bucks. Your Bucks. Come on, Bucks. Your Bucks.
I'm
Now
just being honest.
you
I'm
gonna have
just
me
being
bump.
yo.
You gonna have me play on my son Drag On time I get off this. You gonna have me bumping Drag On mixtapes. Don't do that, bro.
Now I'm no Drag On is yo Mel is nice, but when the only thing I'm thinking about right now, that nigga Memphis Bleak said something about he dropped the blunt, and as he dropped the what he said, I dropped the blunt, and through my peripheral, I seen a nigga try to murder me. I'm like, what? The nigga used peripheral vision in a rhyme.
Buck. So I guess I hear what you're saying. So I guess you forgot about Drag On. I can't recall a lot of his lines, not to be fake, right? I can't recall a lot of his lines. It's all throwbacks. He did get pushed to the side, but go back and check out your boy from the Bronx. Yeah, go back and check out your boy from the Bronx.
Nah, yo, trust me, I already be knowing what
Now you
Drag
don't
bring to
know.
the table, but when you still got when you still look at the situation and you like, all right, hold on, wait a minute, Drag when you look at drag, like I'm just a firm believer that DMX was
Memphis,
just in his way. DMX was
Me-
in drag way, and Jay-Z was in Memphis way.
I don't- I don't think Jay Z was in Memphis way, but I think hold on, let me say that. I want to think first, right? Was DMX in drag way? I
Yeah,
don't
cause
think
drag had a
DMX
lot
was
of.
in drag.
You don't
I
think
don't
so?
I think it just drag was getting more help than he was putting in. So when it come to albums, he had like Rough Riders and X help. It wasn't like he could sit there and cause Drag is a freestyler. Drag is a rapper. Drag was never a songwriter. DMX put him into that groove, try to school him into the game. But he was mostly a freestyler. But Drag will get Myth out of here, bro. And I ain't gonna lie to you. And the way the game go now, without playing drag hit records that we know, or without playing Myth Blinkers, without playing them hit records that we know, play the corny Memphis Blink and play the corny Drag On, and then you will see the real. Yeah, play the corny Memphis and the corny Drag On, not the hit records.
I don't know, man. That I ain't gonna lie to you, yo. Memphis Bleak got some fire, man. I'm just being honest. My man Mikey B voice.
Now
Memphis
he
Bleak got
do,
some fire.
he do. He had a big machine. Like we gotta pay attention. Memphis was like Sheik to the Locks when it comes to that team. He was like Sheik to the Locks. He got good records. Like Myth Blink is his hottest. And the next thing that made him hot was, is that your chick? Like you gotta pay attention. Look at the machine. Memphis Blink.
You don't think coming of age was hot?
I think coming to age was promoted to be hot. And he had some hits up there. He had like 3. But I think it was promoted to be hot. Because if Drag On was promoted like Memphis Blink, all right, let me ask you something. Imagine Jay-Z was promoting Drag On back then.
I think Jay-Z overshadowed the same way he did Memphis Bleak. He
No.
overshadowed Drag.
Nah. I'm trying to get no. I know I understand. First of all, Jay-Z tried out. He tried and he do overshadow everybody. But think about if it wasn't no Memphis Blink. Jay-Z came out with Drag On. Man, you gotta go back and listen to the mixtapes. I
So
think you forgot.
you think if Jay-Z had Drag On would be a bigger artist than Memphis Bleak?
That's a fact. That's a whole fact. That's a
And
whole
would Memphis Bleak be a bigger artist if he was with DMX
no.
or no?
If Memphis Bleak was with DMX, he'd be corny.
All right.
That's the how I feel. That's just me. But if Memphis Bleak was with DMX, he'd be mad corny. If Drag On was with Jay-Z, he'd be a major figure in the hip hop game, period. Because niggas keep forgetting about his work he put in because he didn't get that push. But if he had Jay-Z, nigga, that's Drag On, nigga. Opposite of H2O, had his own swagger. First nigga coming here about the fire shit. Yeah, nigga, yeah.
Yeah, drag. Yo, drag is a different animal. I ain't gonna lie about that.
Yo, I got him on IG. Shout to Drag On. I got him on IG. He dropped I don't know if he's still doing it because I wasn't getting it.
Yeah,
But
he's dropping his freestyles.
The freestyle, I think he up to like 1,000. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on, bro. And then you gotta go listen to his songs and bring back history. History is fire because now when we listen to songs, we hear it totally different. Nah, Drag On the Beast. I got my money on Drag On over Memphis Bling. I signed Drag On before Memphis Bling.
So
Even it.
Damn, you said you assigned drag before Memphis Bleak?
Look. Bucks. If they ain't have no name, right? And you just outside, you got your own label, right? And Memphis Bleak and Drag On is not artists. You never heard of them. And they both sit there and spit to you. Who you signing? Come on, man. See, come on, man.
That's crazy, cause listen, man, Memphis Bleak is not Memphis Bleak is tough, man.
Nah, Memphis Blink sound like a if Memphis Blink if he spits to me and I don't know him, he sound like somebody that's just he like to rap. He rapping. If I hear Drag On rapping to me, he sound like an artist. It's a difference. We understand the machine, but if both of them brothers was not, you don't know none of them, and they pull up on you and both rap, Drag On going, huh. Think about his bars if you don't know him, and think about Memphis Blink bars if you don't know him. You're gonna be like, all right, he's a normal rapper. Yeah, okay. But oh, this kid Drag On, he talk about H2O. I spit fire, I burn your skin. What? Nigga
That
said I'm
nigga
the
said I'm
opposite.
the opposite of H2O.
H2O. Now you know. Nigga says now you know. Go to oh my gosh. You gonna make yeah, I gotta go listen to him when I get off this. I ain't gonna front. I'm not gonna front.
How you gonna say you the opposite of H2O though?
H2O. Nigga say I burn flesh off you. Nigga say I burn the torch off your flame the off some y'all.
Wow.
nigga, nigga said, yo, I ain't hear him in so long. His name just came up and the bars is popping up. Nigga said, why call a fireman? I'm the oh yeah, we gotta go that. We gotta go that route. And when I make sure you listen to him too, so we could talk about that Drag On too, man. Give everybody light. Bucks, we got to start hashtashing these hip hop platforms. You heard?
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back and do that. Definitely. That's what I'm working on as well, man. Getting the
Mm-hmm.
hashtags, so we can wean all that other nonsense out and start reaching
Facts.
these other algorithms and things of that nature. Like with this joint right here, it's a lot. That's I just said I got to start getting my journalist. I gotta up my journalist game up, and that's a
Mm-hmm.
part of it. Start writing things down. I seen my man L Famous. Shout out to my man L Famous. Repping the BX. I see a lot of them guys. They start reading off paper, and there ain't nothing wrong with it. Write your
Yeah,
notes
yo,
down.
Buck. Yo, Buck. Every time the show about to pop out, when I holler at you, right? I get all my notes. I go back. I take my notes. I watch like 15 episodes of everything I'm talking about to see if I feel the same way. I put my work in, my time in. I don't be trying to come up and just freestyle. You did because when you get your information, it's a better conversation.
Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true, and it's the professionalism as well. You know what I mean? Like,
Fact. That's the whole fact.
you definitely gotta, like you say, you know what I mean. You want better, you gotta do better, and right now it's all about the presentation. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
You
Yeah,
gotta, you
you
definitely gotta know how to present, the message that you're trying to deliver,
facts.
because there's no way, there's no way that everybody like right now, everybody in the bushes. You know what I'm saying? All the stuff
Mhm.
that's going on. It's just sad how that'll override, a show like this. You know what I mean? You
Mhm.
come, everybody is involved in hip hop, everybody listen to music, but it's like, you sit back and you see like, damn, a nigga throw 50 in the building,
Mhm.
screaming and talking about a person.
Talk about the same thing they just finished talking about yesterday and the day before, bro.
Yo, that's a fact. There's a lot
No
of that going
conflict,
on.
no, no nothing. But one thing I always learned, man, when it comes to this app, one thing I always learned, nigga, we gonna do us, and the ones that's not around is the ones we don't need around. We gotta start hashtagging and we gonna do our thing. That's the reason why I ain't gonna lie. No names from when we on this, it's not that sect at the moment. But ain't no friends up here, man. Nah, man, ain't no friends up here. Nobody gonna
Yeah, it's a
support
lot.
you
That's a
unless you
fact.
bashing. Unless you
Yeah,
bashing.
Yep,
They
that's
only
a
your
fact.
friend when you bashing their enemy. They only your friends. They only want to watch you when you bringing the devilish out you. That's the only time. When it's good conversations, they forgot that everybody up here is in their 40s. That's when you look at people like we all in our 40s. This is a good conversation. Pull up and tell me and Bust we wrong. Where's the good conversations at? We grown.
Right. Right. Where's the dope debate about that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you ain't got to involve nobody kids. You ain't got to
Yeah.
involve, you know what I mean? You already know, man. I'm a firm believer. The people who don't show up, them the people that just need to get erased anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That
they doing us a
you
favor.
can say that
You know what I
again.
mean?
You
That's
can
why
say that.
I'm a firm believer. We ain't got to lead the sector. You dig what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, the people who ain't gonna rock with us, they gonna boot themselves out. They gonna get their own
Yeah.
self the eviction notice. You know what I
We
mean?
bring
So
we gonna bring people in this sector. It's a day at a
yeah,
time, man.
right. They gonna come and get they gonna come be a part of it. You know what I mean? Because it's only gonna get better from here. You know what I mean? It's only gonna get better from here, and there's no way that, we ain't got to worry about nobody, using, that against us. Oh, niggas ain't that got time to be arguing. Right
Mhm.
now, we have a reason to debate. We not even calling it an
Yeah.
argument. We got time to debate. You come pull up, you listen to what we got going on, and you could debate after. You know what I'm saying? You got,
Mhm.
even breaking new artists. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Somebody
Yeah.
that got a good project. We definitely,
Or
could throw them in
or
the air, throw them in the mix.
or Bucks like Bucks, like I said the last show, I'm like the same way that I see everybody want to pull up and take mad anger out and ruin your day by wilding. Let's wild on these artists. There's a lot going on. It's just hip hop, man. And I think 75% of us love hip hop. Pull up. I don't know if Bucks accept it, but this is how I always been. If it's not, if we got beef, and it's not to a certain extent, pull up. If it's about hip hop, pull up. Like that's how I feel. I don't. I mean, this is Bucks channel. If it's about hip hop, pull up.
That's a fact. It's that and and it just happened this way. When I look at it, right, I be like, damn, it's crazy how you got two that codes inside. When you say, why spend so much time shooting at each other? You got the celebrity bozos. Why not
Mm-hmm.
put these celebrities on a wall? Why not
Mm-hmm.
let them know that they looking like a bozo up here? You know what I'm saying? And when you break it down, it's like, why would you want to continue to shoot at somebody who ain't gonna do you no good? Like, what you gonna get out of doing 20-hour lives on somebody that nobody knows?
Or shooting at somebody that's trying to come up just like you. You
Yeah,
try to
right.
break it.
So
You try to bring a nigga down that's not even we on the same level. Like, come on.
that's a whole fact. And we getting a lot of good feedback from the people that matter. That's how I look at it. You know what I
That's
mean?
a
I don't
I
care about
appreciate it.
I don't care about the people who don't matter. You know what I mean? Like that don't care that don't mean nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? I tell a person, like, I will put on a show with one person watching. You understand what I'm saying? Because now
Facts.
I know who's really down and I know who ain't really down. You understand what I'm saying? That's like we could
Hmm.
turn this joint off right now and come back up, right? And start shooting at the sector and we throw 50, 60 in a building.
That's a fact. Easy. Easy.
Easy. Facts. Facts. But the hate be real, you know what I mean? And if you ain't winning and you ain't doing nothing positive, you know what I mean?
But like I said, that's the easiest way to clean out this dirty sector from the content that we bring in. You feel me? Get them out of here. Cause now you could tell that the sector is like kids. You know when to bring them. You know when to get them around. You feel me? You know when you could get their attention. Babies. Now I mean, like, oh, you know what? I want everybody's attention. Let me talk about this. Now everybody coming. We know how to get their attention. They babies. They don't want to know that.
Yeah, that's a fact. Especially for the new up and coming content creators. They
Hmm.
know that. Now they know that. That's why they try so hard to get in where they fit in.
But yeah, yo, Buzz, we gonna keep this hip hop going, man. We're gonna see how far it take us. No rainbows. We gonna talk. We got talk. I ain't gonna lie. We got talk in the back a lot more. I just be doing so goddamn much. But we mostly gonna start talking mostly in the back. planning more. And I hit you up in the background. I think, did you get it about the days I was trying to work with?
Yeah, that's good money. You
Good
got
money, right?
I should have hit you up. I meant to say, yeah, we gotta let God. I'm meant to say we rebuilding we,
Mm-hmm.
because he definitely, he waiting on a
Shout to We
response. So,
Building We.
yeah, so he can throw it up on a TV guide joint.
Copy. But yeah, so you think those is good days?
Yeah, Tuesday. Yeah, that's a fact, because when you're doing that, that gives us time, to work.
Yeah.
That gives us time to put out the polls. You
Uh-huh.
know what I mean? That gives us time, to put the chat involved. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
She
That
was
gives us
see what's
time to
going on, lurk
right,
around.
facts. You know what I
That's
mean?
a
Write
fact.
our notes, get our notes together. You know what I mean? So, I think that, that right there, it fits well. And even on the Sunday joint, what I mean? Everybody relaxing on the Sunday. Everybody listen to music, man. Like,
Yeah.
music,
I,
it touches the soul.
I'm gonna holler at you in the back because I don't want to do too much. People be coming up with shit. But I was gonna holler at you about. I was thinking about a good Monday. I mean, a good morning show, but a specific date once a week, a specific date and a specific time every time, once a week, just a morning show.
Yeah, even not to say, but even dealing with the with the playing of music, you know what I'm saying? Wake up in the
Mm-hmm.
morning, you know what I mean? Kind of like, like how they like how what's his name? How they do the Breakfast Club. They doing the same thing we doing, man. You know what I'm saying?
Fact,
Talking about hip
fact.
hop, talking about what's going on in hip hop. You know what I mean? A person on their way to work. You know what I mean? Like, even with that, you know what I mean? Every morning show. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Give it an hour every morning show. You know what I mean? I think that's even dope as well. But everything that's gonna help grow to what we trying to do. The people that we trying to touch. Because who doesn't, you know, want to listen to YouTube? YouTube is taking over. You know what I mean?
Oh
So
yeah, that's
when
the
you
whole
dealing with
fact.
when you're dealing with YouTube, everybody, want to know what's going on in hip hop, who doing what in hip hop, and why not, embrace the people that's going to work, people that's riding these
Mm-hmm.
trains going to work, people that's riding the bus going to work. They
Every
want to listen to
everybody want to
something.
hear somebody's opinion. Everybody want to hear
Right.
everybody's opinion to a story. Everybody want to hear that.
That's
We
a
all
fact.
nosy.
So we definitely gonna talk about that behind the scene. You know what I mean? We definitely could probably get that going on as well. And there's a lot of things, that we, what's the name, and as far as taking a page out of hoodies up joint, you know what I mean? I agree with that one thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I
We get
agree with
together.
that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We get together, we get out, we get a platform, you know what I'm saying, pretty much, where we both benefiting from, you know what I mean? And I think that's that morning show. The morning show, I think, is gonna be, it's gonna be the one. You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
morning show, wake up every morning, everybody know and understand, what we
No,
go on in the morning. They know what
nobody,
we talking
yo,
about.
Bucks, nobody arguing, dissing, violating. We just talking good things that people want to hear. Bring us back to the everywhere. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie. When I used to work, I was to get up in the morning. I was to put on the news and just do what I gotta do without even watching it because I want to hear something peaceful and grown manish. Know what I mean? Shout out
Mm-hmm.
to shout out to China Brim and them, bro. When they used to have the morning show. Rest in peace to King Sebastian.
Sebastian, that's a
When he used to
fact.
pray in the morning. I
That's
used
a
to not
fact.
watch it. I used to just listen to it and do my duties going to work. Know what I mean? Shit like that, bro.
That's a whole fact. And we got my man, like we got the music. That's already monetized. You know what I mean? That'll be dope. He got great inspirational music. He ain't with all that drill. When it comes down to the music, to make it where everybody could tune in, you know what I mean, and they can enjoy what they doing. Even if we reach out to people like Rich Martinez, you know what I mean? They
Mhm.
do the cave music. You know what I mean? We get people that want to be involved in what we trying to do, where we can get ahead and play the music and ain't got to worry about getting struck, ain't got to worry about playing somebody else's music, getting a copyright.
Yeah.
So, we got work. Like the bottom line, we got work to do. We know what we need to do. You know what I'm saying? And we're
And,
willing body
yo,
to do it.
and we definitely gonna work with that. I promise you, we gonna work and we gonna get this thing jinking. And the ones that we watching, because we gonna work on this platform for a while to pay attention, right? And when we do finally say it's time to move over, we know who we taking with us. Only ones that's gonna know the platform, and then we gonna move up from there.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And like at the end of the day, again, you push all the naysayers to the side. We gonna push them to the side. They gonna kick themselves out the
Yeah,
way. You know what I'm
that's a
saying?
fact.
And we gonna keep winning, man. You understand me? You know what
That's
I
a
mean? So we had
fact.
another dope one, man. I appreciate everybody for pulling up. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Renegade Society Production. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all go like, share, and subscribe. Dedicated Grind Music.
When
You know what I mean?
when we see them back, we back here Tuesday, right?
Back here Tuesday. That schedule. The same that schedule that we on. You know what I mean? Same thing.
Salute.
You know what I mean?
Fact.
Then
We back here
every
Tuesday.
Friday. I ain't go on Friday. You know what I mean? I apologize to my people with the celebrity bozos, but that'll be, on Friday as well. This week, you know what I mean? We're, kind of, get involved in that. You know what I mean? Who we putting on the
Yeah.
wall, what celebrity going on the wall, what celebrity moving around like a bozo. You know what I'm saying? Then we got the, the hip hop talk weekly. You know what I mean? It's all about flooding it. You know what I'm saying? It's
That's
all
up.
about
Yeah, yeah,
flooding it,
yeah.
man. You
I,
know what I mean?
I got I got to start pulling up more on the Bozo, but Friday be my busiest days. But I most definitely got to pull up because I be writing things down. I be supporting your show, but I don't pull up. I be mad. I'm like I missed it again. Or I'll
Yeah,
just be,
yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, that's a fact. But there be so much going on though. You know what I mean? So that's understandable. That's like I ain't even get to do. I ain't even pull up. I ain't even do the show yesterday. You know what I mean? They was moving around. Doing what I need to do. And then, sometimes as as you were saying, in your words, as a fan, you sit back and you watch, how people moving on this app. You watch how these dudes, just don't get it. And I'm tired of, you know, giving uh giving my energy to dudes who just don't want nothing. You know what I mean? They
yeah.
okay with looking like a bozo coming up here screaming, yelling, arguing, and all that. It's okay to do that. You know what I mean? But have some respect for your brand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Like yo, I ain't gonna not to cut you off, right? But I came to a decision, right, man. You know how long we'd have been here, bro. We didn't went through what's that? Crash of the Titans type things. You feel me? Classics that a lot of these bozos wish they could have been on. So now I'm to the point 2026. I'll violate somebody on somebody else's platform. When it comes to my platform, I'm not mentioning your name. I'm not talking about you. I'm only bringing content. But if you talk about me, I pull up on your platform and violate you. What I mean? But on my platform, none of that no more.
yeah, that's a fact. Somebody was telling me, who was that? Somebody reached out to me and they said they seen, I don't know who chat that was, you know what I'm saying? And like support is free, man. You know what I mean? When you go in
Mm-hmm.
somebody chat, you just like, yo, pull up, show some love, show some support. You know what I mean? And what we try and do, whether you like them or you dislike them, the support is free, man. You know what I mean? That's just like they say with
Yeah,
money. You know what I mean? People hate, you know what I mean? Money is green, man. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, that ain't gonna pay a bill. But we know
yeah.
who is who. We know who want the nigga to win. You know what I mean? Shout out to Mikey
Fact.
B. Shout out to Smitty Brim. You know what I
That's a
mean? And
fact.
the
And
others who show support.
shout out to the shout outs for Mikey B and Smitty, man. I seen it.
That's a fact. You know what I mean? And that's and see that we need more of that in the sector. You know what I mean? But if we don't get it, we gonna keep winning. We gonna keep
Yeah.
knocking it out the
Now,
ballpark. You know what I mean?
and we
And
not if we no, we don't get it, we gonna take it. That sound better. No
yeah,
rainbows.
yeah, that's a fact. I'm jacking that. I'm jacking
Fact.
that. If we don't
We
get
don't
it,
get the
you know what I mean?
respect, we gonna just take it. Fuck it.
We gonna take it. And that's a whole fact. And there ain't nothing wrong with it. You know what I mean? What my man said, you either get down or lay down. You
That's a
heard?
whole fact. Fact.
Word up. But
Bucks, I appreciate you, man. We back here Tuesday. Make sure y'all tune in. It's only gonna get better and better. Just tune in. We is trying to drain out the dirt and keep the reels around. Bucks, I appreciate you.
That's a fact. I appreciate you more, my guy. Enjoy the rest of your night, man. Salute to everybody that pulled up. Asia, appreciate you. Renegade, you already know, man. Appreciate you. You understand what I'm saying? Bobby
Us never
Ramos,
them.
appreciate the pull
Lifestyle.
up. That's a fact. Appreciate the pull up, Bobby Ramos. Bronx Queen, appreciate the pull up. Appreciate the participation. D begin. Appreciate the pull up. You know what I'm saying? Everybody who just pulled up and showed love, man, even if it was just for a second, man. I appreciate that second that y'all pulled up. And y'all already know, man, it's your boy 050 Bucks, a.k.a. Mr. Shoot Right Back, a.k.a. the Dark Side General, rocking out with my guys, Artie, a.k.a. Lightside TV. Y'all make sure y'all go like, share, and subscribe. You understand me? And with that being said, man, we out of here.
Lightside TV, UNT Network.
Yeah, welcome to Hip Hop Talk Weekly.
Where the culture gets judged straight up. We talk hip hop. So what do you know about it? Party, we tapped in.
050 Bucks.
All right. Welcome back to the airwaves. I'm repping to the airwaves. All right. Welcome back to the airwaves. This is the sound of the real conversation. The one that happens after the album drops, after the sneakers sell out, after the hype dies down. You are now tuned in to Hip Hop Talk Weekly, the only show that puts the culture itself to the test. Your hosts break it down the beats, the rhymes, the trends, and the tension. From the UNT Network, 050 Bucks, and from Lightside TV, artist L. Morrison, the horse are here. The conversation starts right now. This is Hip Hop Talk Weekly. Let's talk. Check the frequency, UNT, clear for transmission. We dissect the competition, debate the raw condition of the culture. All opinions get a hearing. From the underground to the mainstream, I'm talking market trends, resale value on the vintage. It's the new wave I've been in, from traditional image, we break it down. The science of the groove, on Hip Hop Talk Weekly, it's the narrative we prove. It's Hip Hop Talk Weekly, the topics that you need from forgotten pioneers, so who's planting the new seed? Hip Hop Talk Weekly, we dissect the GOAT debate. Hip Hop Talk Weekly. Lightside TV, UNT Network. Dedicated grind music.
That's a fact. And on that note, people, I'm about to be up out of here. Asia, you already appreciate holding that chat down. It ain't nothing but up. We gonna do nothing but win 2026. This is what we doing, man. I see y'all Tuesday, 6 p.m. Don't meet me there, beat me there. And it's your boy 050 Bucks, a.k.a. Mr. Shoot Right Back, a.k.a. the Dark Side General, alongside my guy, Artie, a.k.a. Lightside TV. We'll catch y'all on the next one, and I'm out.